I had to get out my big dictionary for this one, the extra thick one in the form of a hardcover book which has in it all sorts of long explanations for hard words. John is notorious for making me do this. There's a famous example in his first letter which reads something like this: love, light, God, love, truth, love, God, propitiation. One of these words is not like the others. Just when you think you're about to tire out from the monotony of it all, he rouses you with a zinger like that. And he does it to make you think about what he's saying, and to make you think about what you believe. Here's one that does about the same thing. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Or has the darkness not understood it? If you've ever read hard poetry with those old English words in it, you know the problem. The darkness has not comprehended the light. What does comprehended mean? I'll tell you what it means. When a politician tells you everything you want to hear, usually about a month leading up to election time, usually punctuated with words like family values and the middle class, something called healthy cynicism kicks in. It's healthy because grown-ups know better. This guy is as sorry a powermonger as his opponent. And if he can convince me somehow that he'll bother to try to carry out even a third of what he's promising, then I might vote for him. That's healthy cynicism. When someone tells you that the light shines in the darkness, something called unhealthy cynicism kicks in. Right. An angel of the Lord appeared to the shepherds as they abided in their fields by night, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them. Nicely told. I'm supposed to believe that? A star moved, mind you, to hover over the place where the child was, so that the Magi, whoever they were, and from wherever they came, could find him. Right before Christmas, Bob Walker died. He went out like a light, delivering a sharp, cold blow of darkness to his family. The third death for them, I think, within a year or two. Right after Christmas, Dorothy Peters died. She was extinguished slowly, like a candle guttering out, delivering dark suffering to her and to her large family and all her friends. It was miserable. I know of at least 2 other deaths close to our church family here, both involving younger men, at least one of them a father of young children. I can barely remember Christmas. I have a vague recollection that it was nice, especially for the boys, and especially because my wife labored to make it nice for the whole family. As for me, it was a flash of light which quickly faded in the darkness of death. It was awfully cold in the graveyard before Christmas, and it was awfully cold in the graveyard after Christmas. What light? What light shines in the darkness? That, my friends, is unhealthy cynicism, which indicates, in me at least, that I am the darkness and that I need light. I participate in darkness, and I have not comprehended the light shining in me. In The Shakiest Gun in the West, a movie starring Don Knotts, he's cumbered with a showdown with the bad guy, Arnold the Kid, in half an hour. Seeing as how he came out west to be a dentist, he's no gunfighter, so he practices in the street, firing his 6-shooter at various targets, missing wildly every time. Arnold the Kid stays hidden, laughing, counting the shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, And when Don Knotts holsters his pistol, he accidentally fires the sixth and last round. Arnold the Kid calls him out, declaring that he will graciously allow Don to draw first. Well, Don draws his gun, falls backwards in fear, and a shot rings out. Arnold the Kid clutches his solar plexus, falls to the ground and dies, but not before he looks at Don with bemused puzzlement, asking, "A 7-shooter? The darkness has not comprehended the light." It's that look on Arnold the Kid's face that says it all. He thought he was going to snuff out the pipsqueak dentist from Philadelphia, and he can't understand why he couldn't. Goliath was laughing and mocking little Davy, who played on his harp, Alleluia, Alleluia, when all of a sudden a smooth stone was buried in his forehead, and little Davy was giving a war whoop which signaled the end of the giant and the end of the oppression of darkness over the people of God. Imagine the look on Goliath's face just before darkness swallowed him forever. The light says, yes, an angel appeared to the shepherds while they abided in their fields by night. And yes, the glory of the Lord shone round about them. Yes, the light says, the star moved, I tell you, to hover over the place where the child was, so that the whole world now knows that the Son of God came down from heaven, was made flesh, and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the everlasting Father, while they pounded nails into his body after they beat him to a pulp and crowned him with thorns, shortly after which he shone in the darkness, crying out that his work was finished. The work of putting a stone from a slingshot into the forehead of the giant of darkness, the work of planting himself as a light, as heat in the winter. It is finished, he said, and it is finished. The light is in me, shining, though I cannot comprehend it. I'm confounded by it, even while my worst nature seeks to snuff it out. Darkness surrounds the light, like so many of the religious leaders surrounded Jesus to kill him. But I cannot comprehend him, just like they could not finally kill Jesus. He laid down his life of his own accord, and he took it back up again, and he made his home in me. I said too many times during the holiday, even though a man dies, he will not die. Do I believe this? Yes, I believe this. I believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, who is coming in the world, who shines in the darkness. I believe that he lives in me and that I live in him and that I shall never die. See, that's what John does when he throws those strange words at you. You end up believing something that gives you incomprehensible light.